Welcome back to another episode of Spliffs and Giggles, brought to you by the Red Eye District. I'm Adriana Maya, and I have Holly joining me today, aka It's Holly Baby on her handles. Follow her if you aren't already, because you're missing the fuck out. She's a content creator, and you are going hard, girl. I have been stalking you a little bit, and I'm actually impressed by, like, one, how often you put out content on your social handles, but then how often you update your fan sites.
Yeah.
Is there, like, a method to the madness, if you will?
Oh, I just get the, like, I'm like, kind of just get into that energy sometimes, like a little ADD, and I just go a little crazy, and I get motivated, and I'm like, I want to spread myself out on this site, on that site. But I think, like, for a while, I was really trying to conserve my energy.
Yeah.
Like, okay, it's really hard uploading on this only, like, so I have 2 OnlyFans pages, right? So it's like, let's say it takes 20 minutes to upload on my free page, and then on my VIP, and then let's say you want to toss in Fansly and, like, many-vids is fucking crazy. Why do I have to make a teaser?
The thing is, if you want to put on many-vids, you need a separate day, because that will have you, like,
I almost cried the other night.
Like, it will ruin your whole...
I almost cried. I didn't click one button, and I
Stop, and it made you, like, reset it?
Over and over and over. I think I filled out the same information 50 fucking times.
Nope.
50 fucking times, and all I was missing is I just had to submit. Submit the other creator.
Yes, that's...
Because it's, like, grayed out in a weird way.
They changed it on us.
So I'm sitting there typing in the dude's name.
They do that to your old
over.
videos, too. You won't be able to, like, change it until you fix that, but you have to, like, find that little...
So frustrated. So sometimes I'm typing in his name, it's not coming up, and then I wait a couple hours, I come back, okay, it's popping up, I fill out the caption, the description, I upload the teaser, I do the thumbnail, I fucking wait, everything's good, I do all the categories, and it's not there to save, and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? And I had to, like, submit the tag.
Oh, like you send it in, like, separately.
Yeah, you have to, like, click a little button, but it's, like, blue little letters, and I'm like, how did I know? So I just started clicking everything on the page, waiting for something to submit.
Like, it's gonna work eventually.
I finally got it. It took me, like, 4 hours.
But we got it. That's what the fuck matters.
I was like, I want to release this video today.
Exactly. You didn't put in all that work for nothing, girl. Like,
it was a lot. The upload time alone is exhausting.
That's something you guys don't take into account. When we're doing customs and stuff like that, they really get upset if it takes forever. But honestly, if you're uploading more than, like, 3, 4 customs a day, that could literally take up all your upload time. Unless you have, like, multiple devices. And even then, sometimes if you do that, it'll reload those other devices that you're using. So it doesn't even really help.
And customs too, like OnlyFans, like, specifically, I have to be so careful, because you know how it goes into your vault?
Yeah.
Have you ever accidentally set a custom?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, Justin, and they're like, my name is fucking Dave.
Exactly. And you're like, okay, I'm so sorry. Like,
because you have to delete it out of the vault. You have to delete it.
Would you say that that's one of the downsides in running your page by yourself?
Because I have to make sure, like, as soon as it uploads, I'm like, okay, delete it, delete it, delete it. But I've had situations too where, like, OnlyFans has, like, gone through my account. You know, they kind of, like, delete videos and shit. Like, they just raid your shit. They just raid it. And I've gotten, they're like, you need to tag this creator. I'm like, it's me.
Literally.
It's literally me. And they delete out of my vault. So
are doing it to everyone.
It's crazy. And once they get into your account,
they're
they
in
just
there.
Fucking go through
and
everything.
They don't care. They'll keep going through it. When I've had so many viewers, they're like, I don't understand how your account gets flagged all the time. I'm like, because I shoot with dildos. 90% of the time. And I have worked, I've done mainstream porn. So the second they're like, oh, someone else is in the video,
I feel so bad too, because so I've had, like, a custom I sent to this guy. This is like,
and they can't even view it.
No, and they fucking, so he got it, he had it for a couple months. And they raided my vault, and they deleted that video. So it unsends to the guy.
From him,
And so they're messaging me like, hey, where'd my custom go? And I'm like, I am so sorry. Like, and sometimes in my camera roll, I delete them. Same thing. And I'm like,
and I'm not saving
what am I?
All those
and
customs.
They don't believe you that, like, I'm like, this wasn't my choice. Like, it was OnlyFans. And once they delete it, they can't undo it.
They don't even give you a warning.
No, it's
Unfortunately,
bad.
It's stuff bad. Like, this is like girls like actually paying attention to their pages, guys too.
Yeah.
We notice when like our count's off, when you've gone through so many videos, you know what order they should be in. When stuff goes missing, we do notice. Yeah. And then obviously when we're like, oh, that message is coming. Yeah. It's horrible because we really can't do anything about it. And technically, if they delete it off the site, whether they're right or not, it's because they thought it was banned, like the content that was being shot. So that's why it's gotten like, and we can't.
And it's the whole tagging thing now that they're doing is really crazy.
Absolutely.
So I like this bundle I was selling. It was like just doing so well. This was like even 6 months ago.
Oh, and of like multiple.
Yeah. So it was like three different videos, different people, right? And they went through and they were just deleting my shit. Like all these videos over and over. So I'm getting all these messages like, where did this strap-on video go? Where is this, that? And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to upload these as fast as I can, like re-upload. But when they fucking delete 50 videos out of your vault.
No, and a lot of them.
Like I have to sit down on both my accounts, re-upload and re-categorize, re-put them in my vault.
Unfortunately, the turnaround time with people in the industry is not in our favor. So you could have done something with someone a year ago, whether you ended on good terms or not. You know, seeing each other ended was a weird word, I guess, to use in that. But if that was your last time seeing each other and then they retire on sites like OnlyFans now, if you can't tag them, unless you have paperwork, unless you can't use that video, and unfortunately, it only became that with many vids too now.
Tagged.
Well, no, it has to be pre-tagged in like the message. Like you have to.
Like I have some, so like on my wall post, like a girl is tagged and like even if she deletes her account, that tag stays. Yes. If I resend the video
you have to re-tag her.
Then you're fucked.
You know what's the only way I've gotten around that? Yeah. And this is like the only way for girls if you're watching. If like it's 3 girls. That's been my surefire way. Really? Because even if one girl leaves, you can tag one girl. Facts. You can be like, tag yourself even though you're not, you know? And then they won't flag you. It's
frustrating.
It's like the one hack that I've gotten, and that's only in like a month. So we'll see.
You just pray it goes away.
Literally, you're like, please. Don't make me lose that. Because the thing is,
it sucks.
A lot of sites, they didn't require it. They didn't, many vids, I want clips just for fans. Really, if you're a reputable content creator, porn star, whatever you want to call them, you don't get flagged back in the day. This was like a year ago. Now?
No, like in the last 6 months.
Yeah, it's rough.
I would say it's really bad.
Rough. They've really
and it's frustrating because you're getting flags and it's like, it's the same dick. And they're like, but it's not. It's not. And I'm like, but it is. Because when it's especially POV, how the fuck are you going to tell me?
No, literally, it's like, first off, I'm the person.
No tattoos,
but the dick, it's like, it's that dick. I'm the witness. Like, also, it's my content. But they will argue with you.
No, they will.
So if you're ever wondering,
and they won't reply to your emails either.
No, they won't. You literally, and this is insane.
They won't.
But you have to. We all know it. You have to harass them.
You do.
Those motherfuckers.
You really do. Spam, spam,
but
spam.
Why is it that OnlyFans is the site that is the biggest pain in the ass, and we have made them billions of dollars? Like,
it's
and
crazy.
They hate us. They fucking hate us.
Me and my girlfriends, we talk about this a lot.
Oh my! It's like, what is that? Like,
how is there so little money invested in the tech? And like the user friendliness of it, and like you're making this much fucking money. Like that's why when all that shit went down, when they're like, we don't want porn anymore, we don't want you, you're a fucking whore, get the fuck off.
Right? We're like,
and then Fansly said, no, we want you. Yeah. We want you to come here. You can do your public content, you can do your piss content, you can do your golden showers, you can do whatever you want. And then because OnlyFans turned around and said, oh, actually, never mind. You know, like it went back and forth, but Fansly, I will say they do try harder for the options and the user stuff and like communication.
They actually update you. That's it. A lot of sites, they'll update their things and then they just send you their general terms, but like updated. Don't tell you what sections are updated.
Even
don't
their like model consent form is really easy. Fansly's easy. And if I DM them, like I've DM'd them on Twitter,
they actually
and I
respond.
get back, within like 24 hours, and they'll actually help me.
Check them out.
Help me.
If you're looking for an alternative to the site that hates us, even though we make them amazing money, check out Fansly.
It's a little confusing at first, but you get used to it, and it's better.
Plus. You don't have your eggs in one basket. It's good to kind of spread them out.
It's kind of a combination of many vids and OnlyFans. Does that make sense? Because like so many vids, it's kind of just like a storefront.
Yeah.
And they can just come and be like, I'm gonna buy this.
Yeah.
And Fansly is the same kind of thing where you can just have it sitting like you can do on a paid page. Have your pay-per-views. You have so many options. Yeah. It's like really customizable.
Check it out, guys. That actually sounds fire.
No, it's a good alternative. It's a lot better.
I love that.
There's just not as much traction.
Well, but to be fair, the more people that get on it, the more traction we get.
Absolutely.
Jump on, guys. Make a fucking account.
Oh, if it's just the name.
They're just, well, and to be fair, they're kicking us off sooner than later, so get a fucking back up. Like, stop playing yourself.
Facts.
In working with your friends, you said you and your girlfriends talk. I know you guys work together a lot. Do you have, like, a favorite type of content to shoot together?
Like with girls?
Yeah.
Honestly, okay. So I actually did my first, like, strap-on video this past year, and that was really fun. And I was like, okay, maybe we can supplement dick more than I thought, you know? Yeah. But for my personal preference, I'd say more like sensual, like kissy, like, and I think that is what sells better too. Is a more personalized
for the girl, I do
feel.
agree.
Yeah.
Well, even then, with a lot of the boy
like rough, like you know,
it is. They're like. Not that it's not good.
Yeah,
but like, I would like to see someone be nice to you sometimes.
Like where it's like you're just hanging out with your girlfriends, you went out for the night, you're like a little drunk, and you go back, and you're like, oh, we just started doing this in bed, like casual.
The natural stuff. Yeah. Okay, so what would you say is one of your favorite like plot lines to do?
Ooh. That's a hard one.
I know.
Like with girlfriends or just in
general?
In general.
Or we could do with girlfriends and then in general. Just
that's
in case
hard.
You have to.
Okay. That's hard. I do like role play, and I thought that was something I was going to be really uncomfortable by. Yeah. And then I've kind of like tiptoed into it more, and I feel like myself personally when I'm watching stuff, like it's fun to have like the pre-build-up versus just you're just like diving into this pussy. Like it's nice to have like a little like, oh my gosh, like,
I think it gets us more into it.
Yeah.
Because we're usually shooting our own stuff, so I think it does get you like more excited.
Yeah, I don't know. I think just kind of role play. I don't have like specific scenarios, but I think that in general, like you get caught or there's like a peeping Tom.
I love the getting caught ones.
I think that's fun. I think it's fun. I did this, it was like this girl. And me and my girlfriends were like in the shower together. It's like this really big shower. And
shower on or off?
On.
You might think it's a silly question, but sometimes you don't have it on.
We were sweating and dripping.
That's hot.
The shower's on. It's steamy, right?
Oh, that's hot.
Steamy.
I feel like that's like an old, like the gym room
thing,
exactly
you know?
What I was gonna say, like that's hot.
I felt like you caught us in the locker room kind of vibe, right?
I like it.
So it was like girl, and then we had one of her boyfriends like shooting it, and he does a lot of photography, videography stuff. And so he came in, this Airbnb was just set up perfect. So he's in the bathroom and there's a mirror, and in the mirror you can catch the view into this big bath, like the actual shower, because it's like this whole walk-in situation. So he's like coming in, peeping us. Yes.
Sneaky little guy. That's so hot.
So sometimes I think it's fun when you do it that way. You don't like fully acknowledge the camera. You're not like making eye contact.
You're not breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah. You're not making eye contact with it. You're like in your zone. You're enjoying yourself, and like I think that's my favorite personally, where you kind of ignore what's going on and you're focused on you. And especially like if you don't have a cameraman, I will say that's hard.
Yes.
You know, but if you do, somebody that can move around with you guys and be like.
No, and I think it makes it way more organic because you don't have to stop. You don't have to. You can really just flow with it and stuff. Invest in a cameraman. You don't have to all the time. But
or
I
have a boyfriend who you can use.
Yeah, literally. Well, still investing. His investment either way.
Yeah, your pussy is
right. Your pussy is literally committed at that point. And I would say it's even more of an investment than like just getting a camera. Because then you got to make sure he's
happy.
Pay
with money,
but also on the upside.
Yes.
When you're dating the person, you got them forms. You got everything's easy. Like you don't got to worry about it. I will say a lot of people, like, they're, like, super against dating a content creator. Even something casual, you know? Because, like, you could just fuck around with something. But 100%. I'm like, dude, you guys could get so much content if you could just find someone.
This is something I say all the time. So, I'm single. I like to say single. Okay? But.
I got a question.
No, So what I always say, I'm like, bro, if I had a boyfriend, my money would
It would skyrocket. And I would
off the
thing
fucking
is,
rails because you're comfortable. You can boss them around a little bit more. We need to do this. Okay, but when you're filming with random people, you don't have that same.
It's like, dude, I'm gonna make you come 1,000,000 times today. Like,
yeah,
just
and you
enjoy
can't
it.
do that same like casual. Like we literally just woke up.
Yeah,
Let's fuck. Let's film it.
that is so huge.
Yeah.
Couples, I see you
I'm
guys
jealous
all
of
over.
the couples.
I'm like,
jealous of the couples.
It honestly,
And you can feel it on camera too.
Yes.
You can fucking
like their
feel
actual
it and the connection.
That's what it is.
Absolutely.
And maybe that's like another like fan thing. Like a lot of them can feel it too.
Yes.
But I'm like, I think when you're a performer and you're creating, like your sense and like a good scene, people that are actually into it, it's so high end.
I love couples. Yeah.
That it actually helps me pick out like people who I want to work with. Like if I see something or something, like I'm like,
absolutely. For myself personally, like threesomes, for example, I prefer couples.
Really?
Like I prefer couples because I jive into what they already have going on. So they already have their own flow. They have their own like momentum.
You're like a little treat.
Right. And I become like the star of the show and they're like, I just mesh into whatever's already going on. I think sometimes when you get that like awkwardness, it's when it's like three people who are kind of like, you know? But when you have a couple, they already have so much going on within themselves and they're already like excited or like, maybe it's a kink within themselves, like, oh, he's watching her, she's watching him. I don't fucking know. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care. As long as it's consensual, we're getting pleasure. I'm down.
Like it's kind of fun. I think that's really fun.
I think a lot of people get caught up in, because we do sex. They're like, oh, you could just do anything. I could have a threesome.
Yeah.
But then the thing is, if you're not like equally agreed on like what's gonna happen, that'll make it weird. Yeah. If you don't know that the other girl's not into eating pussy or she doesn't like kissing.
Oh my God.
And a lot of people, they're like, oh my God, she's hot. She looks fun. I like her content. I'm gonna work with her. And then it's like, you guys don't go over anything. Yeah. They're just like, oh, well, shoot. And it's like, you probably shouldn't, because a threesome is like, you want it to be as organic as possible. And because
it's so intertwined.
One person is thrown off.
Have you seen that? What's that fucking meme where it's like, what being in a threesome is like, and I think like the guy and the girl are like kissing and then the other girl's like licking his bald head. Have you seen that? She's like, her contribution is like licking the top of his head.
I feel like for civilians, that is how they feel.
It's fucking funny. Or I saw this other one and this guy and this girl, they're like going at it on the bed and this other girl, she's like this. She's like,
good job, guys. It looks
the most
so
awkward
fun.
thing I've ever seen, and it went fucking viral on Twitter.
I'm like, dude, I love pussy so much. I don't think I would,
sit and watch.
And like sit and
watch. And it wasn't supposed to be like a cuck situation.
No, it just became a cuck.
Yeah. But I don't think it was intended to come out that way.
Would you ever do like a couple that like seriously wanted you to like cuck them, like professionally, not escorting? We're talking professionally. That wanted you to.
So I'm the cuck.
Well, no.
In that situation, let's say she's the cuck, or he's the cuck.
He, yes.
Okay.
Would you be the orchestrator for that?
Okay, is this in person watching?
Yes.
Yes.
I think that's hot.
I think I would.
Right?
I
that's
would.
Hot.
I think
that's
would.
hot.
I would.
I think.
Like
I guess actually either
personal
way,
life
fine.
and on camera maybe a little different.
Yeah.
But I would say in general, yeah. Like I would be open to it. And especially again, if like you're jiving, like my thing always first is like the girl. If I'm vibing with the girl,
it's good. I can usually I'll be cool with the guy.
Yeah,
like whatever.
Secondary,
he's fine.
But the girl is first.
That's how I feel.
If I'm jiving with the girl, we're gonna have fun. Yes. We're gonna have a lot more fun.
The thing is, you don't want to like overstep your boundaries.
Yes. Oh my God.
Even if you talk about certain things, you still want to, like. So I love that you said that. I think that's so
Even
hot.
some people, they're like, okay, you can fuck her, you can this, that, but like don't kiss, right? So sometimes it's like those are the boundaries. And then you're like, and then you stop yourself.
You want to know what's super funny? I'm not even kidding. I just had this conversation because I'm a threesome queen in my porn career. I love women. I was gonna say arguably, I do. I love women way more than I love men. Like I would eat pussy all day. I'll suck a dick like 90% of the time.
Thank you. Preaching to the choir.
Right,
Me this morning.
Right. You keep saying that, and it's upsetting me more and more because my morning was not.
Pussy for breakfast?
Are you bullying? Are you antagonizing? What's happening here? I'm like, am I being bullied? What is this? Is this patronizing? I don't know what the word is.
I should have hit you up. It was this girl.
Describe it for me.
It was this girl, and we followed each other on Twitter for a while.
Stop. I love a girl crush on my.
Like, it was good, and she got, you know how like Twitter goes crazy with the suspensions deleting. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
What the fuck? Wait,
it's the same. It's the
same. Did they get you guys?
No, not me, but she got. But she rebuilt.
They get us all eventually. So that's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, no, and sometimes you lose mutuals, you lose contact with the girl, whatever. And so I've been posting, hey, I'm coming to LA, you know, hit me up. Mm-hmm. And she slid into my DM. She was like, I'm shy. I'm shy.
And I was like, I'm so nice. So hot.
I'm so nice. Like, don't feel, you know. And so we kind of got talking and stuff.
But deep inside, when she said she was shy, those little horns like came out. You're blushing right now.
You're like,
I like it.
Yeah. But I mean, it's cute. It's cute.
I like
it's cute. But I'm like, oh.
You're a little horn dog. I know it.
Did I make you blush?
Yeah.
No, but when someone tells me they're shy, sometimes I get in my head like, I don't ever want to be perceived as somebody who like makes anyone uncomfortable or like I'm mean and I'm like so nice. I try and be. So I was like, don't feel this, like like so that's how I took it at first. I was like, I promise I'm so nice. Like I'm not gonna I'm not gonna fucking.
I won't bite you.
Yeah, maybe
until we have consent, right? Like until we sign the
absolutely, yeah. But it went well. Like this trip has been mostly focused on like boy girl, so she was the first girl that we shot. And
it was like a little treat before you.
It was nice. No, it was nice because I was doing so much girl. Like I was like, okay,
yeah,
let's.
Well, honestly, there's not a lot of people who genuinely do.
That's
girl.
True.
So like to be fair,
that's really true.
When you like genuine like. And you could even be working with your friends, and it could be soft core, you know? But if they know that you're like both actually, like it makes a huge difference.
It does.
So when you're actually eating each other's pussies, making each other really come, that's like, and they know it's not dramatics because they've seen you actually come. Like, it makes a huge difference. Guys, find girls. It's super easy. Ask them, do you actually like fucking women?
Yeah.
Do you like eating pussy?
Absolutely.
She does.
Yeah.
What would you say is your favorite girl scene that you've done to date?
Oh my gosh, that's hard.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have like my bestseller, which I did really like, but there was then the aftermath of the weird shit though. Like, okay, the scene was good. It looks so good. It sold so well, but then shit got weird after.
Oh yeah, no,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, so I think that taints my mouth a little bit.
No, it does.
But I would say definitely girls where you know that you're kind of like feeling each other.
Yeah.
Like when you have a little crush, you're like going a little back and forth, and you're like so excited. I can't wait to see you. And honestly, shooting with girls is just easier. It's so much more fun. There's so many other opportunities you can do with a girl. Like if I shoot with a fucking guy, I'm not gonna be like, can we make TikToks together?
Well, then the thing is with guys, from a like point blank standpoint, if they come once, most of them are only coming once.
Yeah.
Like, so even if they're shooting their dick up, even if they're taking Viagra, they're still only coming once.
Once.
And it's horrible. Do you know how many fucking videos you can make with a woman? It's my girl. But do you know how many videos you can make with a woman and just keep like, and that's the thing. People want to knock TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever the fuck.
But there's more diversity in marketing and advertising with girls.
Saying.
Like,
it's so smart.
Okay, like for example, if there's a POV dude, we can't take fucking pictures. We can't do fucking
No, and then they're like, "Oh, cover my face. I'll put a mask on."
That's ugly.
I'm not fucking Robin Hood or
ugly.
Like what the fuck is happening?
You're scaring me.
Like you're scaring the hoes. You're literally scaring the hoes.
I have a thing with like masks and shit. Like I'm genuinely traumatized.
Okay, here's.
I had this one guy. He tried to wear this Obama mask.
I'm gonna tell you something.
I'm so scared.
I want to fuck one of the Obamas, and it's not fucking Barack. Like it's not him. Like what the fuck? That is horrible. I honestly,
scary as fuck 'cause
no,
it's
that
plastic.
genuinely sounds like
It's scary.
That's like some
or like a purge mask. What are you
no,
doing?
literally like.
You're trying to fuck.
I can't breathe. Not Barack. It's that just pissed me off.
Murder her down the street.
I'm so mad they did that.
It's weird, right? And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like,
Clinton, are you out of your fucking mind? And I want Clinton in his heyday when he was fucking Monica. Like, or I guess she was blowing him. Whatever. Like, shout out to Monica. I'm a big fan. Like, not for nothing. Are there any? This is random.
Yeah,
I'm just
go for
thinking,
it.
we're talking
Go
about
for it.
Monica.
Go for it.
Is there any notorious women in history you're a fan of? My favorite woman in history is Lorena Bobbitt. That's my dog's name now.
Stop. I don't know who that is. I'm sorry.
Okay, so Lorena Bobbitt.
Educate me.
Her dude, I think he like cheated on her and beat her. I know he cheated on her, but I'm pretty sure he beat her too. And when he was asleep, she cut his dick off and then threw it on the highway,
But
baby.
he deserved it.
Well,
Or
fuck
no.
him. Fuck him,
He
yeah.
did.
Her name's Lorena Bobbitt. Like, did he
knew
deserve
something.
it?
Yeah.
Maybe
She
not.
knew she was destined for.
Did he know that bitch was fucking crazy before that? Yeah. And did
Yeah.
he keep fucking her? Yeah. Did he decide
Don't
to
keep
cheat on her?
putting your dick in the
Here's
psycho.
the thing. I'm an insane person. I've told plenty of people I'm insane. Guess what? They still fuck me, bitch.
Absolutely.
So
they like crazy.
Did they know that she was like?
They
it was
like that
she-
crazy.
I'm not kidding.
They say
They love that. They're like, let me eat that shit. They're
it tastes better when you're crazy.
It does, and they're like, oh, she's passionate. No, I'll end us both.
No,
How about that?
I'm thinking about I could murder you right now.
No, and
while
the
you're
thing
on
is,
top.
that's gonna suck for me.
Yeah.
Because, like,
Yeah.
dude, I literally hate blood, but like, chill. Like, come on. Don't make me do that. You see, I've got my partner in crime now. Well, actually, delete.
I'll wear
delete
my
this.
Obama mask.
Oh no,
You won't recognize me.
I want to be Joe. I want to be Joe. Dude, I totally I could do him so good.
Yeah?
I'll take like 5 edibles and I'll be like, I'll be chilling, man. It'll be hilarious.
Ketamine trip. you're like,
Literally, I'm like, it'll be perfect. I really will be Joe Biden.
I think we could work this out.
First off, we're going to. We're ordering the masks now.
I think we have a plan.
I think we're gonna scare the shit out of ourselves.
That's kind of fun.
It's gonna be,
Just don't look at each other. No eye
No, we
contact.
can't. Yeah, we literally. We'll have like one of those. What's it called?
Like
Partition. Drive a roll up the partition.
No, this is we'll be talking. I'm like, okay, so what's the plan? Back to back.
You want to know what's funny?
Back to back.
Holly and I, in case you couldn't tell, we're a little bit high.
Me trying to
In
be cautious.
that you actually smoke and you are like a heavy content creator. If you do not follow her pages, you're missing the fuck out. I was not kidding. Do you actually like to smoke before you're like doing your scenes or anything like that? Because like
So
for me,
interesting, yeah.
I don't if I'm working with people usually, but like solo,
Yeah.
oh, I'm fucking fried.
Okay, so myself, I started smoking when I was really young. Like I was like dead ass like 12, 13.
Yeah, no, I get that.
I was
Yeah.
really young. And I think when I was younger, I enjoyed it a lot more. And then you go through your life and trauma and you have some shit happen. And
Yeah.
as I got older, I got weirder and more
Yes.
uncomfortable with like, so for myself, no, to either one. It's
Really?
like a no.
Yeah.
So I get in my own head and I feel.
No, I feel that. I get
like
that.
I get awkward and then I'm like my mouth, you know, like.
And once you feel it, it's
Yeah.
like you can't. It doesn't matter what you drink. You
no,
can't
it doesn't.
escape
It doesn't. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So definitely shooting with somebody new. Weed is a no. Alcohol is an absolute
Oh,
yes.
okay.
So
That's a good-
so socially drinker, privately smoker.
Yeah, love
Yeah,
that.
like
Love
I can
that.
definitely drink in any situation, but smoking for me is like with the homies.
What I would say,
Chill.
I think people in our generation,
Yeah.
they do drink more commonly.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
And smoking, I feel like I've seen a lot of people just act like
Yes.
really weird.
Yes.
Like, and I'm not
Yes.
down to
Yes.
feel like weird
Yes.
while I'm high. So I completely agree.
What's your
with that.
like what's too like what like give me weird.
Okay, so
like not just like awkward or like having some like really deep philosophical.
Oh no,
shit.
I got something for
That's
you.
good. Okay.
Yeah. So this dude that I was like, date plus date plus date equals dating, right?
Facts.
And
This is
he
math.
technically was like an ex, and I'm not good at math.
Yeah.
But
we're doing
some division
algebra
and
right
subtraction
now.
and
Algebra.
addition. It's what's it called? Where there's exponents.
Oh yeah. We're multiplying.
But he literally, like, randomly, we're fucking high, we're dabbing.
Yeah.
And then he's like, you know Aleister Crowley? And I'm not kidding, went on like he gave me a speech about like Aleister Crowley.
Like he saw this TED Talk and wanted to
No,
repeat it to
like
you?
he's like an actual insane person. So he like delved into the research of this. And not that like I'm not into learning about things. I love learning about dark things like that.
Sometimes
But
it's
also
not...
I don't like when people are passionate about it.
Yeah,
like,
why are
I'm
you
like,
so excited?
No, and I'm like, so you like him?
Right. What's the end of this?
Like, wow.
Give me a synopsis.
Oh, we don't talk.
You know? So the ending, the summary wasn't good.
The ending was like, I was like, oh no, you're fucking nuts.
Oh, okay. It was
like
one
actually,
of those.
yeah. But
yeah.
the thing is,
because I'm into those like philosophical questions
Me
where you're like questioning
too.
like existence.
That's how
and
we
life.
got me.
It's fun, right? But why
Yeah.
are we talking about some like gruesome?
Right? And I'm
Gruesome
queasy.
is not-
It's not
no,
like
no,
my
no.
fave. Like I'm queasy.
Yeah.
I can't deal with that.
Panicking.
Oh my god, yeah.
Panicking. You start fucking sweating. You're like,
I'm like, I can't believe this is
I'm about to
happening.
die. I'm about to be murdered next to
Okay,
this
so
man.
we actually might be the same person in different bodies because I swear that's my first thought. I'm like, uh-oh, he's having a bad day.
You're thinking about where is my knife?
Well, the thing is, I'm like actually not good with blood. So like, no joke. Like I could not. Like,
Okay.
I'll faint. I'll literally faint.
Okay, blood on your like. Okay, no, but let's say in a situation, let's say your leg gets gashed open, but but let's say somebody else in an emergency situation. Like, which one makes you want to vomit more?
No. I'll help someone else.
Okay.
And then I'll pass out.
Okay.
But like so like if they're like wailing around and like being crazy, I won't be able to. I need them to like relax. Otherwise, I'm gonna faint quicker.
Breath.
Like, because I will literally. faint. I know I'm gonna faint. So you got like a minute before I gotta tourniquet some shit, you know. And I watch a lot of Grey's Anatomy.
Take a dab.
Like, dude, take a dab and chill. I watch Grey's.
A dab. He's like dying. You're like. I can handle it now.
So much better.
I can handle it.
Dude, like vibe out. Like relax.
Fucking breathe.
I'll
He's
put
like,
on some
my
reggae.
lung was punctured.
Dude, I've seen Grey's Anatomy. I got this. I could do a trachea. Like, I've seen
you
it.
make the slit here and shove a straw through that shit. I know exactly what you're saying.
Okay.
You need to get the air into the lungs. I know exactly what you're saying. Have you ever watched The Heat?
We're CNAs technically. Have you ever watched The Heat?
That movie with Sandra Bullock
Okay,
and
first
Melissa
off,
McCarthy?
I just watched that. I want to be Melissa so bad.
Thank you.
I'm black and
I
also
love her
not
to
like
death.
super fat. I want to be her so
no, but
bad.
okay, so in that movie, she's like, we're gonna perform an emergency tracheotomy, and they're like they're in like an IHOP, and she fucking slits this guy's throat, and there's like blood coming out, and she shoves the fucking straw through.
It's fine.
And the guy, the EMT, finally comes. He's like, you know, you could have just pulled the pancake out of his throat. That's what he says, and he goes, and the guy's like,
but he's already got that. Now they got to do major surgery.
Yeah, facts. He's like,
issue.
you're a reckless person.
Well, that's
What
fair.
he said
I'm
to
also
her.
a reckless person. That's what I jumped to immediately.
Okay, we got to scalpel him open.
Do you have a wildest fantasy that you've discovered since entering in your like sexual goddess era? You know, you like really know what you like. You know what you're into.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you have a real fantasy?
I don't have like a really specific one, but I will say I definitely have become more and more open and more excited to do and see different shit. So over like maybe like a sex club situation, you know, but okay.
Fucking Florida.
So I think
will go and you will meet the swingers.
Okay, because I've never. Like,
Well,
I like
I'm very open, but I
yeah.
didn't want to join. I wanted to see, you know,
Right,
because
like,
we're
let's
cautious.
visualize, let's
and when I
watch,
tell you,
let's
well,
see.
and it's also about community. You'll find
Yes.
it when we came here. The pineapples, swingers, the silver stars,
Yeah.
bronze stars outside the houses, swingers, flamingos in the yard, swingers. These are telltale signs, baby.
Yeah,
Put a note in their mailbox.
Yeah.
like send me a picture.
Yeah,
What
I think
do
I've
you-
become more open to just like kind of more crazy shit. And
Yeah.
sometimes it's like not from personal experience, but like stories, or just like sometimes when I'm even watching porn, I'm like, this looks kind of crazy, but fun.
No, I get you.
You know?
That's why I
So-
got into public stuff.
Oh.
Because public's so big now. In
Yeah.
public, outdoors, there is
Yes,
a difference.
yes,
but
yes.
public is also a huge fetish. That's why I'm specifying.
yeah.
What do you prefer? Because we shoot outdoors, obviously.
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
for a personal interest.
Honestly, I love public shit. Like, I definitely do. And that's something I did a lot of, like, solo content on my own, like, public stuff. And then, obviously, you know, OnlyFans was like,
Stop that.
if they even see that you're in a car,
Oh, no,
it
they get
doesn't
salty.
even matter if you're parked in your closed
Yeah,
garage.
they don't care.
Nah,
Yeah.
it's deleted. It's fucking gone. Because they're like, you can't prove what the background was or whatever
Right,
it is.
Which doesn't make sense because you
Fucking
absolutely can't.
What if it was a whole set?
Literally, like, it's,
What if it was like a rented
Well,
out
the
warehouse
thing
with a
is,
parked car?
if
like,
you were shooting it, like you film the whole car, like a shooting it from the outside, you have someone do that.
right.
That would probably be the only way to get away with it. And
Right.
even then, I have to go to that extent to like, no, it's not fucking worth it. I want to
prove, like, do a fucking panoramic
sweep,
thing.
yeah,
Like, there's
the-
no one around.
And then I
Don't
parked
worry.
in. That's what it looks
Because
like.
the thing is, it's not a real person that's looking at your OnlyFans page. It's
No,
a
it's
fucking
their
bot.
bot.
It's a bot.
That's what
so
I'm
they
saying.
just see the car and they flag it, and then it's gonna get deleted.
Yeah.
Like, that's just what it is. So
Well, and when they see the dildos now, when they see, I know people use the hands, the bodies, the
Yeah.
torsos, like whatever you're
I
using.
like that shit.
The fuck machines, even. I've been seeing all of them
Yeah.
getting flagged.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so what
What
am
do
I
we have
gonna
left?
fuck?
What do we have left?
Because let me tell
You
you.
took everything away from me.
Right? Now I have to just fuck men. Relax. Like,
Oh.
have you had a fuck machine? Fuck you when you're squirting. Like,
I haven't.
men. Okay.
I haven't.
First off, cut the
I
tape.
haven't. I haven't.
First off, get a fuck machine. And you need to be like,
How much?
no.
Like
Fuck the
that?
price. But you need to be like this-ish. In
No, I
that,
was gonna ask
but like
how much
relaxed.
storage space does this take up?
Oh, it's not.
I
Well,
wasn't
it
gonna ask
depends
how
on
much
which
the
one you
fuck
get. It
machine
depends. No,
is.
it depends on which one you get. I'm like, the price doesn't
I'm
matter.
wondering if it's
We're
gonna fit
paying
in my
top dollar.
closet.
It's quality. Oh no, it'll fit in the closet.
Okay,
No, it'll fit.
I
No,
give
it's
a
like
fuck.
a little. It's like.
That's not
that-ish
that- okay, that's
big.
not that bad.
And it's not that
bad.
tall,
Okay,
but it
okay.
has a motor. It has.
Yeah,
little
yeah,
thing.
yeah. And the remote?
Yes,
Yeah.
girl.
Pew, pew,
And
pew,
then
pew,
it
pew.
has a Bluetooth setting as well, so you can hook it up to your like OnlyFans shows. I believe they have
You know
it
the
added
Lush-
on there
the
now. Yeah,
Lush-
that's what it's
the Lush
for. It's
toy kinda
the same
thing?
thing like the Lush.
Yes.
Yes.
I have some girlfriends who do that on their lives and stuff. I'm like,
That's well, and
super
it's genius because it's
fun.
incentive. It's like you guys wanted me to get this.
It's so
You-
personalized too. That's so
well,
personalized.
and if you do the
That's so
video
fun.
calls, that's
Yeah.
a thing. Like
Yeah.
I've actually.
Yeah, because they could just connect to the app. That's it. Yeah, yeah.
That's where they actually.
And they're like,
look
oh,
out
you
for
think
us.
you're funny?
Literally, and you're like, I love you. Like, that's actually super fun. Have you tried? So you haven't done a fuck machine. Have you tried the torsos? Have you tried the what's it called? Like the tentacle dildos, where they're literally like tentacles.
No, but those are so cool.
They're viral. I see them all the time, but
They're
the
really
ones that I've seen are
cool
literally
looking.
monstrous. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Oh, when they
off
come
the
out of
build
the
up.
ass and it just goes on and on and on
And
and on.
while
and
I'm
on.
impressed, it's also very questionable.
Also,
because
that
these
was
women are
literally in your
tiny.
esophagus.
No, I'm like, girl, are you okay? But then I
I-
think I'm like, I've had like really big dicks in me, and it stops at a certain point.
Thank
so I'm like, is it
you.
just like
No,
rolling?
no.
Like, what's happening?
Me and my friends this past week, we probably watched this. We probably watched the same video
Perfect topic.
of this one girl, and she has this thing. I'm telling, like, it's probably, I swear,
Is
it's
it
like,
black
it's
and
like,
orange and white?
No, it's all orange. And it starts like this, and
That's
it
why
gets
I'm asking.
skinnier and skinnier and skinnier, and it's probably the length from my fucking knee to my foot, and she pulls it out of her ass, and it's like this little squirmy wormy, and
Yeah.
it keeps, it's like a magic trick. and then she licks it
Yeah.
at the end, and we're like, ah! The whole time we're like, holy fuck, it doesn't stop, and it's like just coming out of her butt, and I'm like, that is deep in your intestines.
That's the thing is,
you tasted that.
what I'm gonna say is, I know
taste
some
it.
of the, we call them like spinners, like super tiny. Usually,
oh, like petite girls.
Yes, yes,
Oh,
but
okay,
it's also
okay.
most of them are actually like strippers. Like,
Yeah.
so that's where it
Shout
comes
out to
from.
the strippers.
And they take some of the biggest.
Isn't that
like,
crazy?
And I am so impressed because I've taken the same dicks, and I'm like, bitch, when I tell you, I was so
Why do they take it
uncomfortable.
better?
And I'm like, how?
Why do they take it
I
better?
have a theory about the science.
Tell me.
About
'Cause
people
do they
who
not
are like
have-
more body fat, more body mass, whatever the fuck you want to call it, whatever.
Because my uterus
It's like you have
is
more
like,
pushing
nah.
against it.
Nah.
So it like fights it. Like, and it's like, nah. Like it's trying to save you because you'll die.
My uterus.
But they can take it.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Because they're still women. You know, their
Yeah,
bodies
yeah,
are
yeah,
built
yeah,
to
yeah,
handle that. So
yeah.
I'm like, they just have like this super secret like unlock code.
They've been
And I
putting like
need that.
lidocaine up there or something.
What is that?
Juice
okay,
it up.
first off, this. The fact that you
Okay,
did it
I
for
didn't
so
go like this, I
you
went
did
like
it for so
this.
long. You were like,
Squirt it up. That's what this motion was. Squirt the
Oh, that was
lidocaine
the squirted
That
up.
was like,
Okay.
but I did it like this. Like,
yeah. I was like, yeah, I was like, she's getting it. It's getting up there somehow. Oh.
Your hairspray.
It was like Febreze. We do have a little segment of fan questions, but before that, I'm going to need you to stand up and do a slow spin, 360 if
slow?
you will. Well, you could do it fast, you could twerk, you could show your boobs, nipples, you could do whatever you want.
You can do a little like this.
You're so
And a princess pose. You fucked up
Dude,
my...
I almost lost.
Oh my god.
I almost lost it after.
Now you're
Okay.
making me blush.
Fan questions. Oh. Do you have to pee? Would you like a little more to drink?
I'm good.
Are you good?
I got my booger Shrek ogre
You
drink.
booger jigger. It's not sugar. It's
No, well,
It's a
yeah,
juice.
sugar, but
a delicious
vodka.
concoction. Porn dick. We're gonna call it porn dick. We've been over this, guys.
Sure,
You know what
yeah.
I'm referring to?
yeah.
Porn dick versus civilian dick.
Oh, that's a hard one. I feel like
No, your real personal prep. Like what actually gets you off the most?
I would say probably more like I call them more like the vanillas of the world. I usually say like the vanilla people.
The vanilla people.
But I will, for me personally, probably more like regular people.
Yeah.
And the reason is because you usually build more of like a relationship with them and you know them more.
Got you.
Versus with like porn dick, it's like sometimes more of like the one and done.
Yeah.
Like we shot the scene, we just met, whatever,
Yeah.
move on. But I feel like in the more normal world, you build a little bit more and they get to know your body more. They know this and that, and you can be a little bit more vocal. Versus like on camera, it's like, okay, wait, stop. Like it kind
Yeah,
of gets
I get
interrupted
you,
a little
for
bit
sure.
more. So for myself personally, I would say in general, probably more like you're an engineer or, you know, like, I don't know.
You're not doing whore activities
Yeah, no.
for a job.
Yeah, yeah. But I think sometimes it's just more like, it's like very cookie cutter. Like we're doing this, on to the next.
Well,
Same
and that's
thing,
it.
this,
It's not
this.
organic. One, it's because people
Yeah.
are trying to stay so professional that it almost becomes like
Absolutely.
you're like robotic, and like it's
Absolutely.
not like the scene doesn't look good or anything.
No,
We're not saying
no,
that,
not
but
at
it's
all.
just that.
And it's not that I
not
hate
like
it.
No, it's just
Yeah,
not
yeah,
like a
yeah.
real good connection. Like
yeah,
that.
it's a
just-
different thing. And
You
like,
can have a good work connection with someone.
Yes.
But it doesn't mean
Yes.
I would like to fuck them in my
but
personal
typically
life.
it's not like we went on this date before and there's like
Yeah.
this build up and this chemistry at dinner and we're like, you're like looking at them and you're like, oh my God, I'm gonna fuck you when we get back. Like it's like
Yes.
you just like we showed up
Yeah.
together and like maybe we jive, maybe we don't.
Right.
But I think in your more personal life you have the option,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Versus
You do- well,
when it's
and
shooting,
when
it's
it-
not quite the same.
Okay, so let's say you
Yeah.
get into a situation where you are shooting with someone new and you kind of realize like you know what, this isn't exactly like working
Yeah.
out. Do you like cut it short in a way? Because I know girls who have tricks where they're like, oh, I just want to do a BJ, you know, like they can kind of feel it. Or like, oh, can we do fetish content, you know? But is there a way you do that? Or is it just like you kind of cut it to avoid?
It really depends on like how extreme I dislike them. Or like, if you fucking stink, why are we here?
Here's what I'm going to say.
Why can't I smell your balls and your pants are on?
That's universal. I swear to God, that's universal. I have been on a professional porn set, and I've literally had to tell my agent, like, call him, like,
disgusting.
Hey, I just hugged this person. Like,
clean your dingleberries.
And I'm not that person, so I'm like, you need to tell him to shower. Or I'm leaving. I'm literally.
And it's honestly, it's fucking sad that we have to say that with like personal hygiene shit.
Like we're having sex.
Absolutely.
Like,
and then it's always those guys that are there like, eat my ass. And
you're like, I'm not gonna.
I can fucking smell you already.
No, it's like,
I don't want to go down there.
I don't want to.
I'm scared.
I'm not even gonna blow you. Honestly, like,
no kissing. No dick sucking. Nothing. You're hard right now, and let's go.
Right, bend me over.
That's it.
And
don't even fucking look at me.
It's POV. Don't do it.
Close my eyes. I close my eyes. That's my trick. No, I mean, it really depends. It depends on like how uncomfortable I am, how the chemistry is. Like, I would say in general, I definitely don't want to cut it short. But I feel like usually I kind of find out something before we meet up. And that's like...
Yes.
Like,
okay.
They say something a little off. They're doing weird shit.
And then you're paying attention more, too.
And then that's when I will kind of come up with an excuse at that point. Yeah. Like, we need to cancel, or this isn't going to work with my schedule, or whatever it is. And I think that's something like, as women, we're just too kind, too accommodating. And we don't want to hurt feelings, rather than being like... No, you know what? You're crusty and you're dusty, and I heard that you did X, Y, Z, so I don't want to shoot with you.
That's the thing. You know, I think a lot of people, we give almost them the benefit of the doubt.
Absolutely.
They're like, oh, you know what? Like, maybe I just want experience. But the thing is, 10 out of 10 fucking times I found if anyone says something to like that extent about someone, it's never really a lie.
I know. And there's some truth to it.
No,
there's
and it's
some
like,
truth to
the
it.
fucked up thing is you have to like dig yourself and like find out, or you just don't work with them. Yeah. Because if you do work with them, you also take the risk of people trying to ostracize you because of it, whether you know or didn't know about, like literally people will freak out on, we all know how cancel culture is. In our day and age with we're online 24/7. Yeah. How do you kind of mediate yourself from like getting too overwhelmed? Because we get great comments. You know, we have a lot of people are fangirling over us, if you will. But we do get a lot of negative stuff as well, especially on our social media. Jesus Christ. Yeah. How do you kind of filter that out? Do you filter it? Do you look at it? How do you, keep yourself going through it?
Short answer is I ignore everything. I don't pay attention. Genius. Like, honestly, and I think I'm honest, I'm really so out of touch. Like, I think in a good way, in a healthy way, but some people might not think it's the best. Like, sometimes I get a good vibe from the person, and then I shoot with them, and then later on, something weird happens, and my girlfriend's like, oh, well, didn't you see blah, 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 blah? And I'm like, no, I did not. Yeah. Because I don't like really suss through people's stuff. Yeah. And I should do more of that. Because like this guy, the Instagram, I was okay with, right? Yeah. Shit got weird.
You saw the Twitter?
No, I saw the TikTok.
No.
Okay. It just happened.
It's honestly the worst one now.
She knows.
I'm not kidding. When social media picks up, like everyone, like the cringiest people like get on. And you find out like how cringy people are. I'm not kidding. TikTok has revealed to me so many people that I fucked in like my professional life that I'm like,
yeah. And sometimes like you haven't even heard somebody speak.
No.
You haven't even literally heard the way that they sound.
No, but it's what they're reposting, what they're. That's also another thing.
So I think that's something I need to work on, is being a little more aware. because I'm so disconnected and like I'm working. I'm on my phone.
For sure.
If I'm not working, I don't want to be on my fucking phone.
But
I don't want to text
be fair,
you.
if you're running all your own stuff,
right.
You owe yourself
so
that.
many hours of my day already.
It's not that crazy. Like, to not want to be on your phone. Like, genuinely, it's not. Your whole day is committed. People, they talk shit. It's a 24/7
It's a lot.
thing. It's really
it's a
rough.
lot. Right.
Is there anything that's been, like, a surprise for you? That's been, like, a kink maybe? Something you've gotten requests for? Like, anything? Or even just something you've become, like, comfortable with that was, like, a hard no for you in the past?
Kind of what I was talking about before is, like, the role play situation, right? So I have this one fan who he's gotten, like, 6 customs from me within, like, a pretty short amount of time. And he's, like, they're, like, all these role play situations. And at first I was like, what the fuck is this dude
Wait,
talking
he's coming
about?
up with, like, in-depth.
Yes. Right.
Love that.
And so sometimes I'm so 50-50 because like there's a fine line between like you telling me what to do versus you have this idea and this fantasy and I can kind of play it out how I want. Yeah. So this one guy, it's like, it got really complex. It got really complex. So it kind of started out like, okay, so this is like all fantasy. So I have my sister. He's married to my sister. Right? Okay. So he's married to my sister. And it kind of became this whole like blackmail thing. Like, so he wanted me to blackmail him into fucking me. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm going to tell your wife, AKA my fucking sister, and if you don't do what I say, you know I have all the evidence to fuck you over. So it's this kind of like ongoing thing, but there's like 6 parts to this. So it kept getting like deeper and deeper and more specific. Yeah. So the most recent one that I did from him, I was like, I had to read it like probably 12 times. And he was like, okay, I want you to pretend like your internet isn't working.
Wait. I'm glad. Is this like modern time?
This is recent. Like your Wi-Fi went out. Your Wi-Fi. Okay,
that's
so
like
your home Wi-Fi, whatever. Apparently, I don't have cell service because I'm poor and I can't just use my cell service. But it's like my Wi-Fi is out at my house. Like I need you to come over and fix it for me.
Fix the router, baby.
Yes, right. And then he like comes over and I'm like seducing him and like, well, now you have to do what I say because what are you going to tell your wife that you're coming over to her sister's house at 12 p.m.
Yeah.
And you didn't tell her you were coming. So it's like this whole thing that's like really carried on and I'm like, this is kind of fun. Like it kind of gets deeper and deeper and like honestly, I prefer when they kind of have a little bit of a storyline.
Yes.
Because from a filming perspective, it helps me a lot.
Like it's way more fun.
It's so much easier. Like
things get very repetitive. Like let me just say, like
play with your pussy and say my name.
Literally, write a dildo, say my name. Bounce on a dildo, say my name. Like okay. Like if I could just like go like and like edit whatever name in there, like I would do that for every and like just send around like 50 of them like all the time and be like, that's your name.
Use,
you're
like,
welcome.
The Siri voice on top.
Like, Alan. Okay, stop.
Andrew.
I actually had a guy named Wendell.
Stop. And I've had some really interesting names.
Like why? And they want you to say like fucked up stuff to them. He's like, say fuck this hard pussy. Wendell, I'm Endel. I'm like, what does hard pussy mean?
Oh no, listen, I had this one guy. His name was Sius.
Sius.
Like Sius. Like moaning some names and just like I'm like. I can't do this.
It just doesn't
I
feel
break character.
right.
That's why I'm like, wake up.
That's it. It's genius. I like that.
I had to get myself in. That's my like getting into character. No. Like that's my motivation to myself. Like let's do a shot. I'm like, okay, let's go.
Whoa. I gotta figure out what mine is. I don't know if I have one.
Or something you're like,
oh, I do that. I'm like, okay, let's get this fucking going.
You gotta get it out.
Like, we got this. Like, it's
you're
fine,
like, wake up. And I'm like, And people are like, you were slapping yourself in the face at the club the other night. I was like, I was motivating myself.
Dude, you did it.
What do you mean?
3 times
I know,
in the time. And I was like, No, but I didn't address
I'm
it
psyching
any
myself.
time.
I know, you're right.
So
and
I
you
was
fully
like,
saw me being super weird too. I looked at you and I'm like,
that's fine. The weirdness, but you're switching cheeks, and that's because I'm like, it's not
usually
an OCD
it's my right
thing.
hand. Usually it's my right.
Oh,
unless this
it's
hand's
the cup.
full.
She's double cupped up,
Maybe.
baby. Do you have any content that you shot that you're super proud of that you want to give a shout out to?
Oh my gosh. Honestly, a lot. Like a lot of shit I've done I'm so happy with. I'm so proud of. Like even from like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
I'm like, this shit is fucking fire.
Quality.
Fire. Like it doesn't age.
Yeah.
The lighting is good. The chemistry is good. Like definitely a threesome. That first like the couple I shot with. I would say that is like one of my favorites and like I jive with it a lot. And then more recently just kind of like trying new shit out, like, you know, bedroom is bedroom, right? But like in the bathroom, in the shower, in the kitchen, on the balcony,
in the hallway when they come
right, like just fun, just spicing it up, like. So I think I've been I try to do a lot of variety, and I think that's why like a lot of my fans are like, I'm not tired of you.
No, but that's good. A lot of girls get repetitive, and it's a burnout. We get it. But I think that's one of the downsides in doing content if you don't have like a good group around you,
like
even that
new
motivation.
Scenery, new backdrop, new bed. That's what I get Airbnbs. I get Airbnbs all the time. Even in my hometown,
that's one of the benefits too in traveling.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? I just want a new kitchen. I want new lighting. I want a pool. I want a new bed.
I love that.
Or you like get an Airbnb and they have this like sick bathtub, right? And I'm like, let's do like
a bathtub is key. Yeah, everyone loves a bubble bath.
And then let's go in the shower. Like, you know what I mean?
To clean off after all this.
Whatever is on you.
So you know what's on our sites, guys.
Yeah.
You better go fucking find it.
It's fun. Like, so I try and like switch it up. Like, and sometimes you're like, wow, that was horrible, but it was fun.
The thing is, like, I found a lot of my like least favorite, personally, like mine, have been even professionally content.
Yeah, what is it?
Are always like fans' favorites.
Yeah.
There's one I'm like tied up in the woods, and I'm like in distress, and I get asked about
help me.
No, and I'm like, and some guys named Kyle. Shout out to Kyle Tyler. We love you. He literally like finds me in the woods, like, and he's like a construction hunter.
Oh my gosh.
That's like the combo that was going on.
Why construction?
And then he fucks me, and then he lets me go.
Lumberjack would make more sense.
That's fair, but he's not a lumberjack looking dude, so that wouldn't work. But his dick is
lumberjack
style. Nice piece of wood. Pretty good. You're
like, I chopped that shit down.
Pretty good. I did. I have many a time over the years. No, I have. I really have.
For real.
Do you have any content that is coming out soon that we should keep an eye out for? Because I know you said you were shooting a lot on this trip. But like I said, you're active, girl. Like, I'm actually shocked.
It's crazy. And this whole trip, like, honestly, everybody's like, I don't know, you're crazy. Like, I don't know. But I think that's part of, like, I'm just like that. I'm like a very busy body, and especially when I'm like going on a vacation, like my goal, even for like Instagram, I'm like, I want like 3 to 5 sets of Instagram content a day, and like I want to take advantage.
That way you can write it out. You don't have to worry about it. That's what
and you're not stressed to your next trip.
Yes,
because like I can be like, okay, you know what? I don't have something, but I can sit here and edit shit from 2 months ago.
Exactly.
Like I have the content, it's just not edited.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I try and like do all of that and have variety and yeah.
It's so important.
Yeah,
guys.
I do have a lot of like new stuff. Like since we've been here for 6 days.
Ooh, that's actually a long trip.
So we're here for a week total, 6 days. And I've probably had sex like 8 times since we've been here. Yeah. I probably got 6 videos.
That's great, though.
From this trip.
No, but that's amazing.
It's like I was doing doubles some days. Yeah. Sometimes it bails. Sometimes, whatever happens.
Well, but that's good because then you still give yourself time off from doing a double.
Well, and especially if, like, the guy is the one who has the content and, like, it's on a camera, so you're kind of waiting to get it back. It's like it kind of slowly trickles in. For sure. So, like, I had something that I shot, I think it was probably about 3 weeks ago.
Oh, that you, like, just finally see.
And I just got it yesterday, and I was like, oh, my fucking God.
It's almost like you forget about
it. Went crazy,
right? Yeah.
So this guy, he does a lot of like the prelude stuff, like
love that,
like the build up, like go on dates. Let's do this. So this dude, we he booked
like the GFE experience,
right?
But
right.
video wise,
but it's
so
so
amazing.
fun because also I will say for Instagram, like safe for work shit.
No, and
it's so appropriate.
No,
I'm fully
so
clothed
smart because
more than now.
Some of the most like famous porn sites are stuff where it's all
absolutely,
POV. You know that, and it's where you
absolutely.
get like a first-hand experience. So I think that that's genius.
Yeah,
it's
it was
genius.
really, really good. I want to make sure I get this like a booger.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get. I was like, I can't feel it. I have no nails. My superhero.
One more. Save me. Okay, that's good now. I got you. So there's this guy, like, he booked like a fucking helicopter tour for us. Like, we went, it was like literally at the sunset.
Yeah.
So we had this whole, like, you go to like dinner and a date, and he's like recording it, and it's POV, and you go on this fucking gorgeous helicopter tour, and then, you know, you like go back to the Airbnb, and you're like playing around, and then you fuck, and like it just has such a good like flow.
Yeah,
it makes sense.
I love that. No, I love that.
So that
much.
was really fun. So I just got that content back literally yesterday, and I was like,
it's amazing, right?
so fuck. And I was like, beautiful. And I was feeling like shit that day too. So like when you finally get that content back, it's so rewarding.
Yeah.
To be like, I look like butthole 24 hours before, and I pulled
in that
up.
Killed it. And that's a lot of content.
And we shot 2 full scenes, 2 full dates in one day.
The thing is with the dates, I don't think you guys realize how tricky that is.
It's really fucking
hard. You have
hard.
to make sure it's either a place that is cool with it or a place that you can work around it.
Like not too much music. There can't be too many people around.
Because music will get your videos taken down.
Yeah, like there's so many factors that come into it, and sometimes you're like doing the take again.
Literally,
and then, like,
trading seats and shit.
Absolutely.
And you don't want to catch anyone's attention like that. Like
because then people are in the background,
literally, like, and they're like, "Oh my god,
hi, mom!"
Right?
Like trying to jump in. You're like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
Literally, my pussy's gonna be out in 2 seconds. Like, back the fuck up. Like,
chill.
Please,
Yeah,
for me.
Stop.
Like, relax.
And it's hard too, because especially when you're like having a date with somebody, like I want to look at you,
yes.
but like the camera is here.
That's why I think it's good to do the silent ones.
So sometimes it's hard, like, 'cause if he's communicating to me, then I'm gonna talk to him, and I have to like catch myself, like make eye contact with the camera, look at the fucking camera. So sometimes that's like a little tricky, but it came out like it was really good. It was worth it. It was 100% worth it.
And last but not least,
yes.
Do you have anything that is on your bucket list?
Oh gosh. Honestly, I would love to do like a mile high.
Really?
That'd be so fun.
Yeah, that would be fun.
That'd be really fun.
Get a bunch of your girlfriends, get a private plane,
and just do it.
And shoot, but fly somewhere kind of far. Like really get your money's worth, so you can shoot a bunch of different things. Get like 3 different people shooting. Yeah. You could do like an orgy. You could do BJs. You could do foot. You could.
Did you know that people rent fake?
Yeah, they go to like studios.
I didn't know that.
I have a friend who has a studio.
Isn't that crazy?
I'll let you know, because as soon as he was like, dude, I have one. I was like, why the fuck wouldn't you tell me that? That's like so selfish.
The fantasy, but I actually want to do it.
No, like literally,
but I actually want
it. No, like I want to get fucked in the air.
Fun.
It would be fun to shoot content in there, but I also would like to do that for my personal pleasure.
Yeah, both.
Right, yeah.
For sure, both.
Work, then play.
Both.
We'll see.
Yeah, maybe in the same day.
Yeah, for sure. You have been so great to chat with, Holly. You are such a light.
No, you're so sweet.
We are going to have our tags available. We did smoke on
anyways
some Galaxy 42 cherry blossoms. They're our boys. We love them. It's delicious. You guys know they have all these yummies, these different strains.
Look how cute this is.
Are you fucking kidding me? Right, this Lushies. And they have these sweet shirts and sweatshirts. They have a bunch of merch, honestly. You've seen me wear one of them in some of my promo stuff, so guys, definitely check them out. We'll have tags available for them as well. Holly, you have been so fun to have on. You're literally hilarious.
Thank you.
I'm going to have to get us an outdoor expenditure for all the girls.
And
we're going to get like... Well, we're not going to fuck.
Deal.
But we're also going to get like violently high.
Okay. This is me really mediocre.
Oh no, we're gonna get like violently.
Do you want me to puke?
Whoa. On me?
No. Never.
Why?
I would never do that.
Wait.
Like, you want me to get so high I want to puke?
On me.
No.
Why not?
Do you want that?
Holly.
I will only drink water for the day.
For me?
Sure.
I feel like Lady Gaga right now. You saw that video where she was having that girl puke on her while she was fucking drumming? I was like, I wish I had rhythm. I would drum and you could puke on me.
On my ass? But wait, no, this way. On my face?
First off, we're going to fucking figure this out, Holly. Keep the B-roll. This is my legality agreement.
We'll figure out
the semantics and stuff. Yeah, because it's going to be intricate.
Yeah.
I'm Adriana Maya. This is Holly, a.k.a. It's Holly Baby. This was Spliffs and Giggles, brought to you by the Red Eye District. Good night, guys.